So I'm assuming that you've learned how to climb. If you haven't, I can also show you a modification where you just like pull into a seat. But normally you're gonna add on a seat after a climb. So I'll just show you what it looks like and then we'll go from there. Okay, so first thing when you're doing a pole sit, make sure you're wearing shorts that are short enough, okay? A lot of people still have shorts to here. Problem is you need your skin all the way up. So either wear a bikini or shorts like really, really short, okay? Now, second thing when you're actually doing your seat, where you want your grip to come from is not just from the skin on the inside of your thighs. You want your actual thigh bones to help lock you in place. You want to try and take some of that pressure off your skin. So if you crossed your legs on the pole and never moved your hips, you would basically have your skin just pulling. If you can imagine if these were my thighs and I just sat straight, I'd have my skin just pulling downwards, and that obviously is not going to feel very good, okay? So what we want to do is actually tip. So it doesn't matter what side you're going to go to. If I have my left leg as my bottom leg and my right leg crossing on top, that means my right hip is going to cross over to the left. So I'm literally going to be tipping my hips way over like that. If you do the other way, it's just simply reversed. Okay, so just once again, so you can see how that looks. When I come into my seat, make sure your hand's in a baseball grip, okay, so that you can actually use your back and your arms to hold you. You're going to open your legs wide. I'm going to cross my right leg over, which means my right hip is tipping over to lock into the pole. You'll also notice that my bottom thigh, my left thigh, is parallel to the ground and I'm in a 90-degree position, and my right knee is higher than my left. So what that is going to do is once I tip over and I have that nice bottom parallel pole or thigh to the floor, it's going to allow my top thigh bone to push in. So essentially what I'm doing is taking my legs when they cross and I'm tipping my hip and then locking my bones into the pole, and that's going to give me really good security. Now, what you want to be careful of is if that bottom leg is not parallel to the ground, you're either leaning forward, which again is going to pull on your inner thighs, or your butt is leaning back, and again it's pulling on your skin. If you can imagine if I was leaning forward like my bottom leg, I'm still pushing into my skin, still pushing into my skin, either way. So if it's parallel, you lock it, you're not going to slide, you're not going to get that friction on your inner thighs. It also looks nicer aesthetically. Now, so right from there you can pretty much just go up and sit. Now if you want to actually release your hands, you're going to have to do a little bit more of a movement, okay? So going back to me crossing my right leg on top, so therefore my right hip goes over, I'm actually going to push my chest all the way to the left side of the pole and arch my back. Now when I'm sitting, if you look at me on the pole, it doesn't look like I'm arching my back, but I really am. And what that's doing is counteracting my weight, so that basically I could sit and lock myself into the pole without feeling like I'm falling back. If I just sat normally, my hips would want to pull me back and I'm going to feel like I'm falling. So just so that you can see the end part of that. So we go up into our seat. Okay, I'm going to cross my legs and tip, push my chest forward, I'm pushing up to parallel, release, okay? And now I can hold my seat there. And that's your climb to sit.